Hello and welcome to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your reader, the Gemstar, and this is the weekly tea. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. For your own personal private readings with the Gemstar, visit our website at kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site in the description box below. Now, let's have a sip of the weekly tea together. Hello and welcome, everyone. You're tuned into Kettle Messages Tarot, live with your reader, the Gemstar, here to bring you your weekly tea. I want to thank all of you that are already subscribed, the new ones that are coming in and joining our sacred space. We thank you for watching, dropping by, sipping some tea with us. This is Kettle Messages Tarot, and I'm your Oracle Reader, the Gemstar. And this is the live weekly tea. We're giving the cards a shuffle as we pick up for the energies of the week ahead. Thank you for supporting the channel by subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. We do this for you. This is our free service for our subscribers and our viewers out there, bringing you weekly messages. If you are joining us at this time, please hit the like button, subscribe, find out more about us in the description box below. May you have a blessed week ahead. Welcome, Virgos. Welcome back to your weekly tea. I'm your reader, the Gemstar. This is Kettle Messages Tarot. We're here to bring you your weekly tea, my beautiful Virgos. Happy Solar New Year. Happy birthday, Virgos. Let's see what energy we have for the beautiful Virgos this week ahead. Thank you for supporting the channel, subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. We appreciate your support. Virgos, let's see what the energies are this week ahead. Happy birthday, Virgos. Okay, so you have a friend at a distance who's thinking about you. You may be on vacation at this time. Your friend may be on vacation at this time. You and a group of friends or a very close friend, a bestie who is at a distance, is missing you, is thinking about you. Virgos, you may have gone through a period of loss, or during this week ahead, there may be some type of loss in your life or in the life of a friend who is at a distance. They're thinking about you this week. You may be thinking about them. You may find out news that they're going through something difficult at this time, a loss at this time, and you may be reaching out to them. They may be reaching out to you this week. We also see that if you're grieving, going through a loss at this time, there are friends that even though they may be at a distance, you are in their heart, in their mind, and they will be reaching out to you. They will be a support this week. Either you're being that bestie in someone's life or someone is being your bestie. Your besties are here thinking about you, missing you while you are away. Some of you may not be in distress or going through some sorrow or loss. But you may be on a vacation, on a holiday, away at work, at distance from family, friends, loved ones, and there's some missing of each other this week. So those of you that may have gone through a lot of loss in the recent past may decide that you need a break from it all, Virgos, and you may be planning a vacation. You may have to take a vacation to attend a funeral or to visit someone at a hospital this week, Virgos. Yes, there's great sadness and loss due to someone's secrets. So Virgos, you're going to be finding out this week about someone's secrets, and this may put you in a distressful situation or just upset, aggravated, annoyed, confused, sad, all at the same time. This is a week where I see Virgos finding out who their friends are, who their friends aren't. There is some information coming through the pipeline, Virgos. So make sure you're staying in contact with your friends, with your family, with your loved ones, because there's some news that is going to come your way, land in your lap, and you're going to see another side of someone, or you're going to find out the truth about a situation as things become clear and known to you. There are enemies and rivals this week around you keeping secrets, so make sure that you're keeping your personal business to yourself this week, Virgos. Not letting anybody know what you're working on your plans. If you are planning a vacation, keep it on the low. If there's someone going through something distressful, keep that to yourself. This is a week of keeping things, close to your chest, keeping things to yourself, keeping your secrets to yourself this week. If you don't want certain information out there, don't share it. You also will be finding out secrets of other friends, family, or other people around you in your environment that have been shady, that have been keeping secrets, that have been gossiping or going behind your back, ruining reputation, or just someone here giving you bad advice or bringing you down with some type of news this week. Let's take a look into this a little deeper, Virgos. I want to take a look at this because what this person is saying to you, it's supposedly a secret, but it's very confusing. What they're saying is making you sad, and it's putting this person in a bad light, or this person is trying to put somebody you care about in a bad light. And this is happening this week ahead. Okay, Virgos. For some of you, someone has entrusted you with a secret or will entrust you with a secret. They are in panic mode. They are scared that this secret is going to come out. They see you as a friend, as a confidant. They want to come to you with this information, and they're scared that they're being sabotaged, and they're coming to you for some advice. For some reason, Virgo, someone here sees you as very courageous, very trustworthy, someone who has a courage of their convictions. A friend here or someone you know is in panic mode because a secret is coming out, or a secret is out. Something on social media, something in the job, something is being exposed, and they're coming to you for advice. They feel like they're being sabotaged, or they feel like something they've said have self-sabotaged them. Virgos, you're going to let us know in the comment section what this is about. Okay? It could be a coworker, a close friend, a friend who is at a distance. But I feel like the person who's in distress, who's got this secret, and their secret is out or is about to come out, and they're going to you for advice on what to do about this. They're in panic mode. They are feeling like, it's like an energy of paranoia, of worry, of fear, of panic. They see you as courageous and one that stands for justice and stands behind their convictions. They're confused. They don't know what to do. They're sad. They're in distress. And they're coming to you. Okay? Someone is definitely coming to you. They're going through a loss, or they're going through something devastating, being exposed or about to come out. And they want to know how to best handle it, Virgos. And that's the best way I can explain what's going on here. Okay? It could be in school where you have a fellow student that cheats on an exam and gets caught, or they feel like they're about to get caught. It can also be, a coworker telling you something is coming out, something has come out. They're concerned, they're worried. This can be a family member or a friend. That something is come out or is about to come out that's going to cause loss, sadness. If you know someone who is taking a drug test, they may fail that drug test this week, Virgos, okay? And they may have to go back into incarceration. They may have to go back to prison. They may get locked down. Also, we can see that there are some relationships for those that are single Virgos are coming up this week. You have a lot of options. Okay, there are several people vying for your affection, your love, Virgos, my single ones this week. But you need clarity. You need truth. You definitely do. Because someone here has a deep, dark secret that they haven't exposed or is about to be exposed. There's some revelations coming out this week. You may have options on the dating scene, and you're going to find out the truth about one of these options, and you're going to be blessed by the information. Okay? It may be one that you really had your eye on, Virgos, and you was about to take the ring or put the ring on it, and then you find out that they have an addiction, or they have another deep, dark secret that can hurt the relationship, the connection. And this gives you the opportunity to protect yourselves and cut yourselves free from a possible future relationship that could wind up codependent, someone who's controlling, who's obsessive, who would lie to your face, will lie about being in trouble so that you can save the day. Okay? They can put you into a lot of problems. So for my single Virgos, the energy I'm feeling this week is be careful with your options. Take your time. Feel these people out. Find out about these people's past, what they're doing in their present life, because some of them have real dirty, deep, dark secrets that after they come into the light, it can do big damage to you and to the relationship. Let's see my coupled up Virgos this week. Coupled up Virgos. Okay, we're taking relationships to the next connection. We're making new memories. and we are talking things through. So open communication, taking these relationships, these marriages to a new level of growth, of understanding, of compassion, of union. There's a lot of communication back and forth between your children and yourselves and your partners this week ahead, my coupled up Virgos. If you are on vacation, you are being asked to take a lot of pictures. These are new memories for your photo albums, okay, for your future grandchildren, my beautiful Virgos out there. But this is a week where if you are spending time on vacation or just kicking back with your family and your children, we're talking about the past, about the good times, and all the memories that you want to make for the future, right? You're talking about grandchildren, you're talking about moving, you're talking about growth within these connections and these family unions. So some of you may be expecting grandbabies, or there's pregnancy in the cards for yourselves. You or your partner may be thinking of starting your own businesses this week or going into business together. And there's a deeper level of commitment and true understanding and respect and support for one another this week. So if you are going through a loss and you're coupled up, then you have friends and family here gathered with you, healing at this time together. If you are single to mingle, you have family and friends who are very supportive and who may be putting you, to the wise about these options that you've been looking into this week, that you've been dating or that you're going out with. Maybe a friend or a family member may know something about one of the people that you're dating, or you're going to find out from their friend or family member a secret about them. Wow, Virgos, that has been your weekly tea. Until we sip tea again, may you have a happy Solar New Year. Very happy birthday, Virgos. Thank you for watching and for supporting our work on this channel. Ciao, my beautiful Virgos. Libra, welcome my scales of justice. Libra, laying down the law, laying down the justice. Welcome back to Kettle Messages Tarot's weekly tea with your Oracle Reader, the Gemstar. Here I am doing a live for Libra, and you know how we do it for Libra. Lay down that law and lay down that justice on the weekly tea, Libra. Thank you for supporting the channel, and thank you for dropping by and having some weekly tea with us. Let's see what is going on for Libra this week. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. There's some major challenges to overcome, but in order to give birth to something new, you're going to have to work with the challenges ahead. Okay, so this is not a week of putting your head down or ignoring things that are happening around you. This is not a week of ignoring your problems or the challenges or obstacles that you may have in your way while you're trying to achieve a goal this week. It is important that you not forget why you're doing this, why you're working on this, why you're going toward this, why you want this, because you're going to have to remind yourself at the beginning of the week, why are you going after what you're going after, why you believe so strongly in what you're working towards or what you're working in this week, Libra. This is a week to stand up for what you believe and fight for your cause. As you are the scales of justice. So there may be some corrupt individuals around you this week, Libra, Libra, trying to get you to jump on their bandwagon. This is like if you're surrounded by a group of bullies, they want you to join their side and bully others. Or if you are working with corrupt individuals, then they want you to join the bandwagon and be as corrupt as they're being this week. Watch out for sabotaging, Libra, yes. Because as you rise to the top, as you plant that flag on a goal, as you cry victory, there are those that will try to stop you every step of the way. They are seeing you succeeding, working towards a goal, going towards something new, something wonderful, a great opportunity, giving birth to ideas and new conceptions. So be careful with people trying to steal your ideas. Yes, oof, the Tower. Okay, be careful with people trying to steal your ideas. Authority figures abusing their power this week, trying to gain leverage to get an outcome they want this week. Okay, Libra, you are definitely working on something new, something you're bringing to the public or going international with. You are building a business, and you have to be careful with your partners. If you're going into business with other people and this is your baby project, Libra, be careful with the partners you get involved with. You got some con artists, some thieves here. They steal with the paper and the pen. They mess with your numbers, your logistics. Be careful with the business partners, and be careful with co-workers trying to steal your work, trying to take credit, trying to sabotage you. You are beginning something, working on something. There's something in its new stages, and you have corrupt people around you trying to stop it, trying to sabotage it, trying to create delays and challenges for you in building this. There can be delays, like if you are applying for college, if you applied for a job, if you are bringing an idea to a boss. There's certain delays. Other people involved talking bad behind your back or trying to sabotage your work that you have to look out for. Other Libras, we see that there are pregnancies, or you can be planning a party, a baby shower, a birthday party this week, Libra. We see that if you are an event planner, then check with your other vendors if you are an event planner, because there are some vendors that can be robbing you, or they can't stand behind the work that they claim that they can do, and they can fail you in the last minute. If you're throwing a party, if you're setting up a meeting, if you are the authority in charge of putting something together or getting something together, make sure to check with your subcontractors, with your other clients, with your vendors at this time, to make sure that everything is on the up and up, and that things are not gonna go off without a hitch. But this week I see Libras making fresh starts. There may be some company parties or gatherings in parks or at a home this week. We see a group of people coming together, you making new friends. But be careful if you are going into business with someone this week, Libra, or you collaborating with someone. Because we stick to that first message where people are trying to sabotage and people are not everything that they claim to be. See here, someone is trying to push their agenda on you. That's why don't be tempted to lower your standards, and that you have to overcome a major problem this week ahead, Libra, which seems to be other people trying to push their agenda or their ideas onto you when you have a good thing going on your own. Whatever you're working on is good on its own. If you take on the ideas of other people, then you are self-sabotaging. All right? There's people around you this week trying to push their agenda. Okay? Even trying to tell you how to raise your children, Libra. Even trying to tell you how to raise the children. Take your own advice this week. You're having a spiritual awakening this week. Trust your intuition, trust your gut this week. You are tapped in. So listen to your intuition. That's right, there it is again. Keep an eye out for danger. Keep an eye out on those co-workers, on those frenemies this week. They are circling around, okay? They are circling around like vultures this week, Libra. You are obviously having, a blessed week, and people want to sabotage you, trip you up, distract you, give you bad advice, try to make you do what they want you to do, trying to manipulate you. Let's see what's going on for my single Libras this week. Anything new that you're working on, keep it under wraps this week. And don't let, people put you in situations that are against your own moral code this week. All right, single to mingle Libras. We see that, your money's on your mind and your mind is on your money this week. That's that new idea, that new job coming through this week. Raise, promotion. This has the haters out. This has the vultures circling you. So keep your money under wraps. Any wins you have this week, Libra, keep it to yourselves. Keep it to yourselves and watch out for overindulging. Or watch out for people who always got their hand out, Libra, because they see you in an energy of abundance. We said it, confirmation. They see you on the rise, Libra. They see you on the come up and they have their hands out. Come on, Libra, because they see you rising like phoenixes out of the ashes. They never thought you would be able to pick yourselves up, Libra, and dust yourselves off and start all over again after a recent ending or recent problem you may have been going through. Something legal, something that had to do with family, relationship, work, money, and you won the case, or you're winning something, and attached to that something comes profit, money, opportunity, a new beginning, and the vultures are surrounding you. They want what you have. This is a time for single Libras to heal, to focus on themselves, and to watch out for not overindulging or not overspending this week. Just because you got that extra cash coming in, Libra, doesn't mean you go on a shopping spree. Make sure to make smart moves with your money. All right, coupled up Libra. Coupled up Libra. Let's check these energies for coupled up Libra. All right. Opposites are attracting. Okay, so coupled up Libras this week, you're talking about taking chances. Not so much with the relationship. We don't see taking chances with relationships unless, Libra, your partner is too close to a friend, if you know what I'm saying, okay? They may have a bestie here that's too flirtatious or too close to your husband, to your wife, to your boyfriend, to your girlfriend. And you're going to have to talk to your partner about this week. Somebody's being a little too friendly for Libra's taste. And that's a conversation that's going to be had. For other coupled up Libras, we see that you want to take a chance, like going into business together or buying something together. There's like you guys taking money that you've saved individually or together, and now you're deciding to put it towards something, to invest it in something. Maybe you want to buy a house or a car, or you want to buy some stock together, okay? But if your partners have gambling addictions, then keep an eye out on that this week. If you have partners that like to gamble, keep an eye out on that this week, because they can be losing money instead of building money. And Libras, we see that the coupled up may have to be on the lookout for friends who are being too friendly, while my single Libras are being asked to keep their money information to themselves this week. Don't share, your successes with too many people this week, Libra, because if they know you've come into some money or you're on some journey towards a big win, then they're gonna want to ride your coattails and try to get a piece of the action without doing any of the work. That has been your weekly tea. May you have a blessed week ahead, Libra. We thank you so much for stopping by and having some tea with us. Ciao. Scorpio, my deep, dark, mysterious ones of the Zodiac. Welcome, Scorpios, to Kettle Messages Tarot Weekly Tea. I'm your Oracle Reader, the Gemstar, here to spill this week's tea with you guys. Let's see what the energies are for Scorpio. We want to thank you for stopping by and having some weekly tea with us, Scorpios. Thank you for supporting the channel. Let's see the energy for Scorpios this week. Okay, there's a period of muddled thinking, unclear thinking, some confusion within the family. There may be some sadness or some loss within the family, Scorpios. And this may be doing a job on certain individuals this week and what they're thinking. Okay, so someone here is not sure, Scorpios, if they should announce something or not. Okay, there's that tree energy just flipped over. That's family. Again, family, health, growth. Okay, Scorpios, this week we can see that someone may be having a health issue that they're not discussing with the rest of the family at this time. They want to spare the family worry, concern, or they're not too sure if they should share this information. So someone may be going through a health issue this week, Scorpio, and is iffy on if they should share the information or not. Some of you, there's a pregnancy. There's a pregnancy for some Scorpios this week, and you may be deciding on whether to find out the sex of the baby or not. That's something that's coming through. You and your partner or the family may be discussing on whether to know the sex of the baby at this time, or whether you want to hold out on that and like do a big reveal later on. We also see that a family member could be pregnant and is keeping a secret. That's just like if you have, you know, sons and daughters and their partners are pregnant, or they're pregnant, their boyfriend or girlfriend is finding out, you know, somebody's pregnant here and is keeping it secret. Yeah, somebody's really keeping this on the low. They're afraid of what a parent is going to say, a grandparent is going to say, or what a boyfriend or girlfriend is going to say. You know, if you are coupled up, Scorpios, and you've gotten somebody else pregnant, or your partner has gotten somebody else pregnant, this could be something that is a total secret at this time, and somebody's thinking about whether they should tell, because they don't want to hurt someone's feelings, okay? So that's a message that's coming through. Someone is keeping a pregnancy on the wraps because they're afraid that once it comes out, it's going to cause a lot of pain for family, for lovers, husbands, wives, boyfriend, girlfriends. It's going to cause a lot of heartache. This is like when someone has a secret child and then you find out that this person has a son, a daughter, even 2 or 3 children you didn't know about. Scorpios, we see that coming through. Some Scorpios are saying, you know what? I've had enough of relationships for now, or at this time, and I'm deciding to avoid attachments. I'm going to prefer to stay alone. So some of you, a scenario that's playing out here this week ahead is you're finding out your partner got somebody else pregnant, or you're finding out that your partner had a secret. Either they were already married or they had children and they didn't tell you about it. And this is coming out. You yourself could come out pregnant and not want to tell your partner you're pregnant because you strayed in a relationship. Or if you haven't cheated, then you're afraid on how, and worried and concerned about how this partner is going to take this pregnancy at this time, or how their family is going to take the pregnancy at this time. And for, you know, whoever has found out that they've been betrayed, for any Scorpio that has found out that they've been betrayed, or they're finding out that they've been betrayed this week, they're going to opt out of the relationship and they're going to stay by themselves and avoid attachments for a while. Definitely, you know, whoever finds out that they've been betrayed and played, they're going to be extremely sensitive and very hurt. And they're not going to want to continue this relationship, and they're going to opt out, you know, to stay single for the time being, because they got to get over what just occurred. For other Scorpios, we see that you can be welcoming grandchildren. You're finding out someone is pregnant, or you've started a relationship and you want to move these relationships to the next level. So this week you can be discussing moving in together, relocating. You can be changing work or home, or thinking about it this week. Especially if you've welcomed a new baby, or you're getting married, or you've just gotten married. Scorpios, you may want a larger home at this time, and that's a reason why, you know, you're house hunting this week. There may be a lot of family drama, or there may be a lot of drama in the environment that you currently reside at. Whether you don't like the neighborhood, you don't like the neighbors, you don't like the size of it, but something is no longer pleasing you in the environment you live, either for safety reasons or for comfort reasons, and we see you wanting to move and relocate. And this is going, to be coming up in the next couple of weeks. You may be saving towards it and may be able to relocate during the spring. For some Scorpios that are thinking about relocating. Others of you are moving out because a relationship has gotten toxic, or you have found out about some betrayal and you want out. Other Scorpios this week, you're deciding whether to relocate, to move, to change location. Either you're doing this for love, or you're doing this for family, this relocating. My single to mingle. Okay, there's the confirmation for my single Scorpios. There's that separation. Okay, there's sadness, there's bitterness here. That's, because a mask is coming off. That's right, it's coming out all over the weekly tea. The tea has been spilt here for Scorpios. You are finding out, somebody has strayed, somebody has betrayed you, whether they've gotten somebody else pregnant, whether they started a new relationship with someone else, whether you find out that, they have been gaslighting you, leading you astray. You are not feeling good about the person you just broke up with or are breaking up with this week. Yeah, they're a snake. We said, confirmation. You're not feeling this person. You see them as a total snake, Scorpios. Yeah, there's cheating. There's the other man, the other woman. The truth is coming out this week, or the truth just recently came out. You're still bitter. You're still sad. If this person comes back this week trying to make up to you, Scorpio, like, Scorpio, please let me move back in. Scorpio, I'm so sorry. Scorpio, I need you. You're like hell to the no. Okay? You cheated, so you could keep on moving. Wow, Scorpios. My single Scorpios are letting them know, if you cheated, if you betrayed me, if you broke my heart, if you've been wearing a mask, you've been lying, you've been trying to gaslight me, telling me I'm crazy when I knew what you was doing all along. I'm a Scorpio, one of the most intuitive of the Zodiac signs. And you try to gaslight the Scorpio. The Scorpio has found out your secret, is finding it out, and is dumping you this week, preferring to be alone and avoiding attachments. Even if they're pregnant, Scorpio could find themselves in a situation where they're pregnant and they have to break up with the snake. And this is the bitterness here, the sadness. Like, how could you do this to me? My coupled up Scorpios. Okay, there's a lot of changes when it comes to the coupled up Scorpios. We don't see change like breaking up for coupled up Scorpios. No. You guys, the connection, the relationship is changing, where you guys are having more fun together. You're going out together. You're having more dates. You're finding more time for each other. There's like a lightness, a playfulness, and a fun energy when it comes to the coupled up Scorpios. Y'all even discussing moving, relocating. Oh, paradise. Yes, paradise. There you go. Wanting to move, wanting to relocate, wanting to take a family vacation together, wanting to get away from it all. There's happiness, joy, playfulness. That's confirmation. That's confirmation right there. We just said it. We just said it. We said we feel this energy with coupled up Scorpios where there's a lot of change, but the change is not of separation or losing the love between each other. No, it's the connection reinforcing itself, unifying itself, solidifying itself. You're enjoying each other's company more. You're spending time together. Actually, you're laughing together, having fun together. And this is something that was missing. And it's like you brought in a breath air. It's like a honeymoon phase you and your partners are going through, for those of you that are already in relationships. So I see good times for those of you that are coupled up. Vacation. Oh, y'all talking about the good old days. Remember when we started? Remember when we were teenagers? Remember when we had our first kiss? Remember you were my first love? And there's a lot of happiness and joy being had by the Scorpios that have been together for a while and that have built a loving relationship, a family together, children. There's a lot of history here. And you're having good times going down memory lanes. And some of you are taking a vacation to a place where you went on your honeymoon. Okay? So Scorpios, you may be surprised this week when your couple says, you know, I have some tickets here and they're moving forward. Single Scorpios, you won't be crying for long because you're going to give them the boot and you're going to continue moving forward. There's love and romance in the cards for Scorpio this week, whether you're breaking up and healing your own heart or nurturing those connections you already have. You are dealing with your emotions this week, with your feelings this week, healing, reinforcing that love for yourself, for those you do love and care about and who support you. We love to see that energy, Scorpios. Keep it up. May you have a blessed week ahead. Saggies, my globetrotters of the Zodiac. Welcome, Sagittarius, to your weekly tea on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle reader, the Gemstar, here to spill this week's tea with you, Saggies. I want to thank my globetrotters of the Zodiac for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, showing their love and support of the channel. We do this for you. All right, let's see what this week's tea has to say for my Saggies. Okay, Saggies, if you can stay cool, calm, and collected this week in a heated situation, there will be peace and harmony to be had. But it all is going to depend on how you respond to some news package, message, or letter you are receiving this week. All right? You are tethering between the line of love and hate for someone. And how this plays out this week ahead for Saggies is your ability to stay cool, calm, and collected and not to blow up, okay? Right here, you're tethering. You're in between the peace and the harmony and just blowing it all up. Blowing it all up to smithereens. We don't want you blowing it up to smithereens this week ahead, Saggies. We want you to stay cool, calm, and collected, balanced, and in control of your anger, your emotions, your upset this week. When you receive some news or you hear something that you're not liking too much, but if you respond hastily or if you respond in anger, You're just making the situation worse. Okay? So cool, calm, collected Saggies. Cool, calm, collected Saggies. Money, money, money. All right. Oh, it's about money. It's about money. And Saggies is serious about their money, okay? It's like, don't mess with Saggies' money. If you come for Saggies' money, or you come for Saggies' security, family, foundation, relationship this week, you know, Saggies might turn it up on you. They might turn it up on you and blow it all up, send it all to smithereens. But Saggy right now is willing to compromise, is willing to listen, is willing to work on something here. Let's negotiate. Let's talk things through, because there's money on the line here. There's some kind of tangible, something financial that is on the line, and that's why you're being asked to stay cool, calm, and collected. This is like if you're going to a situation at work, you got to stay cool, calm, and collected. You can't blow up on the boss, because hey, what happens? You lose your job. All right, it affects you financially. You can't go toe to toe with the landlord. Let's work on a compromised landlord, because hey, what? They affect the roof over your head. Whatever affects your money. Whatever affects your money. That means if you have roommates, if you have partners that you're living with, family members you're cohabitating with, then there's a need to compromise, to bring tension down, because this is about being able to pay the bills. Saggies. Oh, yeah, there you go. We fight, we argue. If you fight and you argue, you can lose your bag this week, okay? Or you're gonna fight and argue for a raise, a promotion. Fight and argue for your worth, for your value, for your money, for your business, for your home. Whatever you see as valuable to you, Sagittarius, we see that, you know, you're fighting for it. You're fighting for it. You want peace and harmony. You want to find a solution. But someone, you know, may try to push your buttons, There's a debate going on here. An argument, back and forth. And it's like we're not getting anywhere. We need to compromise. I'm feeling this energy. Like there's an argument. There's something here. Bad feelings, anger, jealousy, hatred. Going back and forth. This is between love and hate. And you need to put this in check, because for some reason it can mess with your money. That's like if you constantly arguing, you know, with your hubby or your wife, they could, you know, go for divorce. If you're arguing with your boss, you could get fired. If you're arguing with your roommate could walk out. You can also be arguing this week about money that's owed to you. When you gonna pay me my money? Yes, it's like okay, so you feel, for some Sagittarius, you feel like somebody's playing with your livelihood. You know, somebody is playing games when you're very, very serious about something. And you're like, stop playing, grow up, be mature. This is about the house. This is about getting a job. This is about keeping a job. This is about being responsible. This is about being accountable. This is about owning up. This is about showing up. Okay? owning up, showing up, doing what's right, doing what's right. You want someone to do what is right, Sagittarius, this week. And if you have to argue, fuss, fight, get in their face, you're willing to do it. But Spirit is saying that you just may be antagonizing the person even more, making the situation worse. And that can cause you even bigger problems in the future. Also, if somebody is antagonizing you, if they don't quit and they don't stop, you may just turn up. You may just turn up. So we're asking you to be cool, calm, and collected. Walk away from a situation. Try to find peace and harmony for yourselves when people are poking at you, trying to get a negative reaction out of you, or when, getting up in somebody's face is not working, but is making a situation worse. Back up, Saggies, okay? Back away from confrontation, arguments, anything that can cause you a financial loss or an emotional loss. Let's see what's going on with single Saggies this week. All right. So after a relationship has come apart, you are rebuilding and working on yourselves. You're keeping the faith alive that love will once again come into your life as long as you focus on yourselves, you work on yourselves, and you rebuild yourselves, the love for yourselves. You can be rebuilding, going back to school, going back to work, doing something creative. But we see you working on yourselves after a broken relationship. So you have taken out time to heal, or you are healing at this time, knowing that, hey, love will come again. And you will be surprised as love this week does show up for my single to mingle Saggies. You may have that ex coming back, and we're not talking about, this is a recent ex. All right. All right. Someone may be getting into an argument with you, Saggies. You're just dating them, and this is like a red flag for you. For single Saggies, someone you've separated from that sabotaged the relationship you had with them in the past is coming back this week, offering you another second chance at a second go at a connection, or asking you for a second chance. And you best not to get involved back with an ex. If you want to start a healthy relationship in love, then it's best you start a new relationship. Because we see that if you take an ex back, then after they convince you to let them back in, they'll do this pattern again where they'll ghost you, they'll give you the silent treatment, they'll just, disappear from one day to the next. So exes are not advised if you're single, but new love is. Let's see our committed Sagittarius. Okay, so some Sagittarius can be having some deep conversations with their partners this week. You can be talking about your childhood, how you grew up. This is a conversation your partners could be having with you as well. There may be some pictures, family pictures, high school pictures, junior high pictures that trigger some nostalgia. And you're looking over pictures with your partners, or showing them with your partners, to your partners. And you're talking about your past life. They also may be talking about their past life, how they grew up, things that they went through. And this is building a deeper bond and connection between you and your partners. You may be finding out something about your partner's childhood, how they grew up, how they were raised. And it helps you figure them out a little more, like get a clearer idea of why they do what they do, or why they behave the way they behave or react the way they be reacting to you. Saggies, you may also be talking about how you grew up, where you grew up, your family, your friends. But it's deep conversations this week for coupled up Saggies. And this brings healing in relationships, some growth in connections, feeling more intimate with one another, closer to one another, like you know a hidden part of each other you didn't know before, and this brings you closer. You can have, similar situations that happen in your lives that you didn't even know about. All right? Or there's something, that you never thought about your partner or never knew about your partner, and it's something that's going to come out this week that brings growth into the coupled up relationships, healing from past heartaches, past hardships, and finding solace in one another. I'm loving this energy for the coupled up Saggies. Y'all working y'all inner child, healing your inner children together with your partners, which is a beautiful energy, energy of evolution and growth and connections. And for those of you that are single to mingle, watch out with those exes. They haven't changed their toxic patterns and their toxic ways. They will be, coming through in one way or shape this week, Saggies. So know that. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sip tea again, be well, stay blessed. Namaste and ciao, Saggies. Welcome, Capricorns, my little goats. Welcome to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your reader, the Gemstar, here to spill the weekly tea with you guys. Thank you for supporting the channel, my little goats. Let's see if you're gonna hoof anybody off the mountain this week. Thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing, and stopping by and having some tea with us. Let's see what the weekly tea is for Cappies. A reconciliation. Will it or won't it happen? Will it or won't it happen? After a misunderstanding, you're considering a reconciliation with someone this week. So it seems like it's going to be up to you, not up to the other person. My little goats. If you have communication with this person this week, as this person is indecisive as well. And so if you really want to clear a misunderstanding, it's not advised to wait around for this person to reach out, as they're not sure if they should reach out to you because of the misunderstanding. They're afraid of your reaction. They feel like they may have acted really immature, Capricorns, or done something stupid or silly as they would see it, and they don't know if it's safe to reach out to you. But they will answer if you reach out to them. See? We said they will answer if you reach out to them. So there is kissing and making up this week. They already, have a gift ready for the apology, but they're scared. See, on the crossroads. Should I go to Capricorn and bring them flowers and bring them gifts and bring an apology? Or should I just go the other way? Don't even bother, Capricorns. Or maybe it's you, Capricorns, that had a misunderstanding with a partner. And you're thinking about the whole situation and everything that went down. And you're trying to decide whether you should go make up with that person or take this as a natural break in the friendship or the relationship and keep it moving. It is really up to you. Yeah, see? They are blocked. They won't come your way. Are they feeling resentful? Are they feeling bad, Capricorns? Do they want to make up? Yes. Will they make a move? No. Not at this time. Not at this time, because there's a lot of decisions and choices up in the air. And it seems like the energy may be mirrored. If you had a misunderstanding with someone, you may be mirroring this person's energy, or they may be mirroring yours, where you both want to apologize, kiss, and make up. But nobody wants to be the one to make the first step. Nobody wants to pick up the phone first, or send the first text, or send the first DM, or apologize first. Okay, there's a lot of ego here, wounded ego, or, control, or just not knowing whether to even continue the relationship or not. Should we continue this or not? Or should we just let it end this way? Oh, Capricorns. Are you going to let it end this way? Are they going to let it end this way? Something from the past returning as part of a pattern. Okay? Thinking it was a mistake to think that the door was closed on this past event. Thank you, Spirit. We just asked. Is somebody here eventually going to give in? Is somebody eventually going to make the move and reach out to the other person? Yes. So if you're thinking that it is totally over with someone, Capricorns, that's your energy, that's what's going on, that's your situation, then it is not over. All right? It is not over for you, for them. It is not over for the one who's holding the flowers, the present, the gift, thinking, should they stay, should they go, should they come, should they give up, should they hold on? Their own thoughts are creating the obstacle. Their own confusion, their own indecision, their own fear, their own doubt is causing the delay. But someone will eventually get over this and say, you know what, the hell with it. Capricorn is waiting, or Capricorn is like, they're waiting. I need closure. I need to find out. So let me make that move. So if you think it's over, it's not over. They is coming back. Okay, they're being polite. They're being gentlemen. They're being ladies and gentlemen. Capricorns, they're coming back. They're being a lady, a gentleman. They're speaking with respect. They're depressed. They're depressed, and they're even willing to go to therapy. They are willing to go to therapy, Capricorns, if you will suggest it. They say, Capricorn, if you feel we need couple therapy, if you feel that, I'm going through depression, or I need therapy, or I need to seek some type of help or assistance, I will do it, Capricorn. I will do it. And if it's your energy, Capricorns, then you're willing to work on yourself, work on the relationship, even get counseling or therapy together or separate if need be, to work on a relationship or connection that you think is worth saving, or you just figure that you need healing and you need therapy for your own health. And this is something that you're making a decision on this week. Let's check in the energy for my single Capricorns. But I'm loving it. It's like there's a reconciliation here, but somebody has to muster up the courage. Muster up that courage and reach out to Capricorn, or Capricorn really muster up the courage and call this person or send a message to this person to meet with you. Someone here is really heartbroken and depressed because of the misunderstanding. They do really want to make up. They want happiness. They want things to go back to a happy place. Let's see, single to mingle. All right, soulmate connections for those single to mingle. What about these? You're healing from broken soulmate relationships. Healing from toxic relationships. Healing from addiction or abusive relationships. And it was time to get out. Or it's time to get out. Because even though when we say, hey, single, it could mean that you may be dealing with someone, but you already have one foot out of the relationship, like I see here. And that's why the energy is picking you up as single, because you've already checked out of a relationship. And this week is like the final move, the final step, that final bag being removed from the premises, that final goodbye, that final closure, a cycle ending, a time of healing beginning the process of healing. So whether you already broke up with this person in the recent past, or this is the breakup week for you, know that you are doing the right thing, because the connection is toxic. All right, there's a lot of heartbreak, a lot of heartache, a lot of abuse in a relationship, or in a connection, and you're doing the right thing by deciding to go single, because here is that energy of, do I stay? Do I go? Is it worth staying with someone after this misunderstanding, after this fight, after this abuse? Or should I cut my losses? Those of you that are coupled up, a relationship is over. There's no second chances. What is dead is dead. Wow, we see Capricorns this week when it comes to love and romance. There is definitely endings to karmic soulmate relationships, to relationships that are toxic, abusive, heartbreaking, soul crushing. You're not giving second chances to partners, husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, exes this week. When you said it was over, Capricorns, it's over. And when you are in a connection already and you are giving someone a final ultimatum, for those of you coupled up, when the death energy comes up, for the coupled up Capricorns, I'm picking up the energy that you're giving a final ultimatum to a partner. If you don't make certain changes in this relationship, I am out. Capricorns, you want to make healthy changes for yourself. So if your partners, if your current partners, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriends, live-in partners, do not allow you freedom and independence in a relationship, you will be giving them the ultimatum as well. Because you want to do your own thing. You want to go to school, or you want to go to the gym. You want to make healthy changes in your life. You want to pamper yourself. You want to love yourself. You want to have your me time. You want to go to the salon to get mani-pedi. You don't want to be hounded. You don't want someone obsessed. You don't want somebody stalking you every 24 hours of the day. And it looks like you're giving ultimatums. Like, I need my independence. I need my independence. I need my freedom. All right. I need to do me. I see that many Capricorns in coupled up relationships, you could have sacrificed, or you have sacrificed so much of yourself for your partners, for your children, for your family. And this week, we see that you just want to love on yourself, and you want that to be respected. You want everyone to just back off and give you the time and the space you need for yourself, and for everyone else to take care of themselves, to be responsible for themselves. because you've earned this. You have every right to take good care of yourself, to look out for your health, to look out for your happiness, to chase your dreams and goals, just like you're the cheerleader for your partners and your children and your friends and your family. You want that same exact support. And I see that if you're not getting it, you're giving an ultimatum for those that are coupled. And for those that are single, you've had enough of toxic, abusive partners. And that's not something you'll be entertaining anytime soon. That has been your weekly tea, my little goats. Until we sip tea again, be well, stay blessed. Namaste and ciao. Time for Aquarius. Welcome, Aqua. It's your hostess with the mostest, the Gemstar, here to bring you your weekly tea on Kettle Messages Tarot. You heard it here, Aquarius. All right, Aqua, let's see what is going on for Aquarius this week ahead. Thank you, Aqua, for stopping by and sipping some weekly tea with us and supporting our work on the channel. Let's see, changes occurring. Woo-hoo! You got the 4-leaf clover and the unicorn. So something that you thought wasn't gonna work out, or something that you thought was gonna turn out negatively, actually turns out well, turns out better than expected. It's not gonna be out of this world. It may be for some of you, but for others of you, some of you may have been or are worried and concerned about an outcome. And this week, things are not turning out so bad, as there's some good fortune coming your way and some lucky changes as well. But it's important for you to follow your intuition in order to make a beneficial change. So there's an opportunity coming your way this week that you shouldn't shy away from due to insecurities, doubt, or fear. So if an opportunity pops up this week, Aquarius, it's important that you trust yourself, have confidence and courage in yourselves to go and take up this opportunity and run with it. It's important that you welcome change this week and that you don't let fear, doubt, or insecurities hold you back. I'm loving this energy, Aquarius. Yes, don't let those fears, doubts, or insecurities trip you up, because they will if you allow them. They will do that. Okay? All right. Time to pick up your anchor and go. All right, so for some of you, if you had a trip that was delayed or you thought wasn't going to turn out well, it will. Bon voyage, lift the anchor off the ship. You got the anchor and the ship, honey. Look at that. It's like, woo-hoo, like pick up your anchor and move. You want to relocate, you want to change your job, you want to do something new, put something into action. This is a great week to do it. This is about travel. This is about movement, gaining opportunities and good fortune during travel, or dealing with foreign people, foreign places. This is if you're doing international business. If you are bringing a group of people from different backgrounds together, it creates a big change that brings fortune with it. Oh, yeah, I'm loving this energy for you, Aquarius. Doing work overseas, opening business overseas, opening businesses online, doing traveling. You may have a foreigner visiting you this week, or a foreigner is asking you to visit them, and they're even willing to send you the tickets to go see them. If you have an opportunity to get up, go and travel this week, Aquarius, do it. If you're opening a business online, do it. If you are dealing with someone foreign, then, continue to nurture this friendship or this relationship, because it brings a lot of good fortune and growth and luck attached to it. Anything that has to do with foreign business, foreign people, travel, relocation is all good. All great moves for you to make this week. All right? Keep that in mind, Aquarius. And something that you thought wasn't going to turn out well, it's going to turn out better than you thought possible. I'm loving it. Oh, Aquarius. Yeah, sometimes we can get in our own head. We're air signs. We can get on our own head, air signs. And, Aqua can do that too. Aqua is a visionary, an innovator. So they tend to get caught in their heads, in their mind, while they creating and they're manifesting and they're envisioning their futures. But a lot can be going on in Aquarius mind, and they can freak themselves out or make the worst case scenario come to life in their head. And it's like, Aquarius, calm down. Calm down. Things are going to be better than what you thought. Like, if you're meeting someone from the first time, if you've been dating online, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. If you're doing business with someone foreign or foreign business, the profit is it's gonna be very good. Woo. Yeah, see, things are just flying your way, Aquarius. Things are just coming your way. I'm loving this energy, Aqua. Let's continue. Okay, so meditating and seeking peace and harmony. I'm loving this energy for you guys because, as we said, I'm feeling Aquarius' energy of being frazzled, of being in their heads, of worrying, and you just need to calm down. Okay? Let's calm down together. How's that? Let's have a sip of tea together. This week is mint. A mint with a dash of honey. And just relax. Just relax. Yeah, you have fear, worry, doubt. There's insecurity there. But there's also intuition. There's also trust in the universe. There is also focusing on trusting on a higher self to protect us, to guide us, to lead us to the best decisions. Again, you're being reminded to follow your intuition that will allow you to make beneficial change. When this offer comes your way, your intuition is going to say, this is what I was waiting for. This is what I needed. Don't be afraid. Just make that move, okay? Remember, your anchor does not have your boat settled or docked, okay? Your anchor is away and you are moving forward. Leaving an old job for a new job, leaving an old home for a new home, leaving for work, for business, for school, for opportunity to change your life as you know it. But it's important for you to breathe and relax. Breathe and relax and find the sense of humor in situations. This energy of, I thought this was going to blow up in my face, but things are turning out pretty good. With a unicorn and a 4-leaf clover, come on. You can't fail this week, Aquarius. All right? Right. Needing to master your emotions. master the fundamental, the basics, as you proceed to move forward. If you need to travel, make sure to have all your paperwork in order. Make sure that if you're traveling for business, you have your presentation, you have all your work, your files, everything with you, your exhibits, your documents, everything that you are going to need for this business trip. Make sure you're not leaving anything behind. If you are traveling this week, planning to travel, needing to travel last minute, make sure you have your paperwork, your documents, your passports, your identification. Make sure that your luggages are well packed and that you have everything that you need with you. Because there is a message and a warning not to skip steps. So you want to be successful overnight, it's important to go step by step. Anything that you do too quickly without checking your I's, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, checking your paperwork, checking your document, can cause delays and obstacles and things. But we see that you're trusting your intuition. You're going to make the right decisions for yourself. You're going to go for this opportunity coming up this week, Aquarius. And it's just important that you have things in order. That, you have a checklist and you go off that checklist and you're very detailed, oriented, and organized this week. So things go off without a hitch. Because I see that you think something is going to fail or something is going to go awry, go wrong, but it's not. It just needs you to calm down, to put everything in order, to get organized, to put yourself together, and to be ready to make this move when the opportunity shows up this week. Let's see what messages we have for single Aquarius, single Aqua, meditating, grounding yourselves, purifying yourselves, giving yourselves those cleanses, detoxing from smoking, drinking, drugs, sex, drugs, rock and roll, really living a healthier lifestyle, grounding yourselves, releasing any codependency, possessiveness, obsession, roller coasters of emotions. We see single to mingle Aquarius getting it together, just as your weekly tea was saying. Get yourselves in order. Get yourselves together. Get that frazzled energy under control. Get the insecurity under control. The doubts, the fears, the worries, the concerns, the anxiety, the stress. Take it down. Take it down, okay? Take it down. Because that'll have you running away from opportunities, running away from people, running away from relationships, possible relationships this week. Because of the stress level, the worry level, the paranoia level. Bring it down. Bring it down. My coupled up Aqua, coupled up Aquarius. Ooh, some news. Some news. Okay. Woof. Coupled up Aquarius. You're going to find out something this week you're not going to like too much. You're not going to like too much. All right? You're catching a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife with some inappropriate texts or emails or photos on their phone, on their laptop, on their computer, on their notebook. You're not appreciating this this week. And this is going to change the relationship in one way, shape, or form. You let us know in the comment section how this is going to hit your connections this week, Aquarius. You may find something that, hey, is not a betrayal. It could be your partner's keeping a secret from you and wanting to surprise you, and you're finding out about the surprise. Because we got to keep in mind that the weekly tea says Something is being revealed, something is coming out, something is turning out better than what you thought. So you could find something on those of you that are coupled, you can find something on your partner, your couple's computer, phone, or laptop, and there's a perfectly good explanation for it. And once you find out the explanation, you guys can laugh it off. For some Aquarius, you're going to be able to laugh off what you find out about your partners this week. But others of you may not like what you find, especially if those of you find out that a partner has an addiction, or a partner has been sending inappropriate messages back and forth with someone, or someone was saying, oh, they just a friend, and you're finding out it's much more than that. We don't see that scenario playing out for many Aquarius, just very few, one or two, but we do see that something like that can come out, so we will mention it. Others of you are finding out things this week that you thought were going to be something horrible, and you're going to be able to laugh it off, like that was it. That's what it was all about. Let us know what's going on, Aquarius. May you have a blessed week ahead, Aqua. And we thank you for stopping by and sipping some tea with us, as always. We thank you for your support of the channel. We do it for you. Until we sip tea again, may you have a blessed one. Ciao. Pisces, my little fishies. You know how we do it, Pisces. Welcome to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle reader, the Gemstar, here with your weekly tea. Let's see what we have for Pisceans this week ahead, my little fishies. We're having that eclipse in Pisces, so you are feeling it. You will receive a gift this week. You're receiving a gift, Pisces. All right, receiving a gift. And for some of you, wow, Pisces, for some of you, the gift is actually getting rid of someone who you couldn't trust, who was undependable and insincere, and someone who you were feeling tied down or tied to. Okay? So for some of you, you can be releasing yourselves from a toxic person, a toxic situation, place, environment, a job. And for you, this is the gift. This is the relief. It's been choking you. It's been holding you back. It's been frustrating you. You've grown tired of the situation. There's no loyalty, no trust, no dependability. There's so much insincerity, superficiality going on in this situation, or with these people, or with this person, that you are releasing yourselves from. Others of you, while you're releasing yourselves from something or someone that frustrates you, someone here is giving you a gift. Let's continue, Pisces. I'm curious, aren't you? Of the weekly tea. All right, so let's do it. Let's see what this gift. Something hidden being exposed, truth being revealed. There it is. Woo! You getting the truth and nothing but the truth, Pisces, this week. And when you see that somebody is insincere, a liar, the mask is falling off, you can't depend on this person, can't trust this person. This person has only been holding you back with their secrets and their agendas. You are cutting people off. That's right. Pisces, you're saying, hey, if you don't appreciate me, I am a gift. I will take my fish elsewhere. I will take my fish to the next fish market, Pisces says. Yes, indeed. If you do not appreciate me, if you're not loyal, you're not sincere, you don't show me my worth, you don't see my value, you don't respect me, you treat me less than, you lie to my face, then I'm going to be out, Pisces says. Pisces, for others of you, because you have done something good in the past, all right? You've planted a good seed in the past. You're getting repaid for that this week. So if money is owed to you, that's getting paid back this week. Somebody owed you a gift, they're giving it to you this week. Or you've done something nice for someone, forgot about it, even didn't even give it a second thought when you did something nice for someone, but that person remembers what you did for them, Pisces, and they're giving you a gift this week. Okay? So someone is thanking you for something that you've done for them in the past. And, you know, for others of you, or, you know, there may be these two situations playing out, you know, for some of you, a Pisces. You could be letting go of someone who's deceived you, who's betrayed you, let you down, while other people are seeing your worth and your value. All right, see, somebody's acting a fool. Pisces, someone is really having some behavior issues, some control issues, some toxic behavior, and you need to put an end to this. And we see you putting an end to it because this is going to be exposed. You're going to see a behavior you don't like. You're going to see someone's actions you don't like or you don't respect, and you're cutting away from that because we see that you like loyalty, you like respect, you like doing good for others, and that's why you're being blessed this week. Someone is doing good towards you because you've done good towards the past. But when you see, you know, bullies, mean people, selfish people, people that are just there hurting and using other people, and they're not only doing it to other people, but they may be doing it to you as well, and you're finding this out and you're putting a stop to this. Like, oh no, you picked the right one today, Pisces says. Pisces says you got the right one this week. All right, Pisces. Oh, yes, you said it. Confirmation, you putting an end to this situation. A toxic person, a toxic friend, a toxic job, a toxic situation, a bully situation, a narcissist situation. But you are putting an end to unhealthy behavior and situations this week. You are definitely not putting up with it. All right? You don't care if they were your bestie, if they were a close friend. You do not care. How could this friend, because not that you don't care, but the way you're seeing it is, how could I care about a friend who didn't care about me, didn't care about betraying me, didn't care about lying to me, didn't care about being fake or superficial, being mean or cruel or setting me up or doing me like this? That's not a friend. And that's why, Pisces, you don't think about it twice. You're like, I don't care. Hey, you could be my best friend, but if you betray me, how much of a friend have you really been? Woo, Pisces. Yeah. Secrets and lies. Don't be surprised, Pisces, if a close friend of yours this week reveals some of your intimate secrets to other people, and you find out that they've spilled and they've been gossiping about your secrets, about your personal life, about your relationships, about your issues, your childhood issues, the issues you have now, the issues you have at work, whatever issues you're going through, whatever you trusted this bestie with, or whatever you've trusted a certain friend with, they are gossiping about it, spreading it around, using it to ruin your reputation, or using it to make themselves popular, like using it for leverage, using what you've told them in secret and in confidence, Pisces, to level up, to take your friends away from you, or to drive wedges between you, your friends, your family, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife. There's some trifling friend here who is doing you dirty, and you're gonna find this out this week, and you're gonna put a stop to it. Because you're like, what kind of friend would do this to me? You are so disgusted and frustrated and angered by this. Let's see what's going on for my single Pisces. Single Pisces. Single Pisces, we see that there are some new connections being made. Ooh. All right, Pisces. You have this energy here where people are wearing masks, being insincere, just lying straight up to people's faces. And for my single to mingle Pisces, Spirit sends a warning here this week that to be careful with the people that are approaching you, asking you out, flirting with you, asking you out on a date, because some of these people are already engaged, already coupled up. They're already engaged, married, already coupled up, boyfriend, girlfriend, living with someone, and they're just out straying, cheating, looking for a good time, looking for a one-night stand. And because they see you having fun, being lighthearted, being beautiful, being sexy, there's something very attractive about you this week, that you seem very approachable, sweet, and this is just calling the snake towards you. The snake is going towards you, okay, wanting you, but they're already in relationships. So when someone says, oh, I don't want labels. I can only see you from time to time because I'm busy. I have a lot of work. They have curfews and stuff. Yeah, Pisces. Red flags. Look out for all the red flags, because some of these people are already committed, already in relationships, and you need to put boundaries. It's like, Pisces, I'll dump them. I'll break up with them. No, they won't. Those of you that are coupled up, my coupled up fishes, new beginnings. All right. You had an argument. You had a fight. You had a fallout. You had a confrontation. Some of you pulled each other's hair out. But we're working on it. Yes. Okay. I'm happy to see that. You've had an argument. You've had a fight. You had a misunderstanding. And you're kissing and making up, my coupled up Pisces. Going on dates. Buying gifts for each other. Really making it up to each other. Giving each other space. Wanting to continue the relationship. Like, we've been through this 1,000 times. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to do that. I don't want to end the relationship, the marriage this way. I want things to change. I want to work on a relationship. I see your wounds. I need you to see my wounds. You see, you guys need to sit down, talk, communicate, walk in each other's shoes, find compassion, empathy, and understanding for each individual, for yourself, for your partner, for all involved in a misunderstanding that has people not talking, giving attitude, giving shade. And this is the week to clear the air, kiss and make up, and work on a new understanding amongst you guys. All right? Boundaries and respect. Boundaries and respect. That has been your weekly tea, my beautiful little fishies. Until we sip tea together again, may you have a blessed week, and we thank you for stopping by and sipping some weekly tea with us and supporting the channel by hitting that like button. We appreciate you, and we do it all for you. Ciao. Aries, my little rams. Aries, welcome to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle reader, the Gemstar, here to spill the weekly tea for the little rams. For Aries, seek out information that will help you. So, getting down to the truth of things this week, Aries, finding the receipts, finding the proof, the evidence, finding the documents, the work, the files. You are finding and looking for information, putting something together. This one also came out. Things won't always be this way. There's a change coming. All right. We see that for some Aries, there has been anxiety, worry, depression concerning someone you care about. Something has went down in a situation with a person, and you want to find out the facts, the truth. This is a repeating message or energy for you. Check your last weekend tea or your last weekly tea for last week, Aries, where you need to seek out information to clarify something that has upset you or someone else. And once you find out what the misunderstanding is, what the problem was, what the problem is, then you can work on changing the situation or helping someone, being a support for someone. If you are going through something, if you are going through depression, anxiety, worry, then you are asked to reach out for help. For some Aries, you feel like you can't trust a friend or a lover at this time because you feel like they're not being honest with you. And you need to get to the bottom of this in order to change this situation or to change how you feel about this situation, how you perceive this situation. Woo, let's continue, Aries. Oh, little rams. You feel either someone is working against you and you need to find out this week if they are, or someone close to you that you care about is being attacked, and because they're coming under attack, someone is working against them, making them depressed, filling them with anxiety. You're looking into the situation for them so you can help them. You could be a lawyer, you could be a counselor, you could be a therapist, you could be a psychiatrist, you could be in a position of authority, of power, that you can actually help someone because it looks like you care about this person. It could be a family member, a cousin, a sibling, a close friend you consider family that needs help. You also, Aries, if you are stressed out, depressed, full of anxiety and worry, you even feeling paranoid lately, you are being asked to go to therapy, to seek a counselor, a psychiatrist. But to speak to someone in the health profession. You could also be speaking someone in the health profession, Aries, if you're looking to to put someone into hospice, or someone into medical care, or someone needing a nurse, a full-time nurse. Okay, Aries, there is an enemy here. There is a snake in the grass. So you're not paranoid. If this is your energy, Aries, and you feel like somebody is working against you, for some of you, even a family member or someone really close to you that you care about, that you trusted around your family or with your family, and now you feel like they're a snake in the grass and they're doing you wrong or betraying you in some way, then look into this and follow your gut feelings, follow your intuition, because someone is really working behind someone's back. So if this is not happening to you, it could be happening to someone very close to you. Family, friend, a roommate. Someone who was let in into the family business, into the family home, into someone's life, and you're feeling betrayed by someone this week ahead, Aries. If it's not you that has been betrayed by someone and is seeking help and assistance now, then it is maybe you this week that you find out you've been betrayed by a family member, a friend, someone really close that you let into your life, you let into your home, and now they're a rival, now they're an enemy, now they've put you in some type of harm's way or jeopardy, or you've been put in a compromised situation, in a situation where something that is near and dear to your heart is being jeopardized. You can be losing a person you love, losing a home, losing a connection with someone near and dear to you because someone's snakery, okay? And you're gonna find this enemy out in the weeks to come, in the next couple of weeks. So this week coming in, and the following, victory and triumph. Victory and triumph. I'm liking this. Okay, an ally on your behalf. Trivial and unimportant. Okay. Whoo, somebody could have been, you could have been feeling blackmailed, or feeling like somebody was working against you, telling you that they have information on you and they were going to use this against you. And you have someone here to defend you, to protect you. A person in an authority, a position of authority, or someone who has legal contacts, an ally, a friend here who is coming in to defend you on your behalf, because someone has been working against you. They could have been blackmailing you or using some type of information or secret against you. They could have even been telling you that they have something against you, trying to get you to do what they want, to manipulate you, but they really don't have anything on you. Okay? Woo! So someone can be making empty threats. Empty threats. They have been working against you, yes. But what they have cannot do the damage that they claim it can do to you. Or if a friend or family member approaches you with a situation this week, you're going to be able to help them and show them that they don't need to be so worried and concerned as someone is making an empty threat. Oh, backstabbing. We see it. Deception, lies, attacking. Yes, somebody is attacking, trying to create some type of loss in your life. And you need to defend yourself. That's why you're being asked, hey, seek out assistance. Seek out people who can help you. Lawyers, family members, friends. People who can back you up. Who can be an ally. Who can be a witness. This backstabbing, oh, it came out of nowhere. This backstabbing came out of nowhere. For those that are single to mingle this week, Aries, be careful with everything that's glittering around you. That's not gold. Everybody who is saying that their commitment material when they are not. They're just looking to hook up. Watch it for lovers triangles. Those of you single to mingle this week on the dating scene. Because what we see here this week are snakes in the grass, vultures, just flying around in a circle, just waiting for the picking to be right, to attack, to take advantage, to seduce, to lead you astray for their pleasure, their fun, and then bam, the backstab. Why? I didn't promise I was going to be with you. I didn't promise that there was a future. I never said I was committed. I never said I was your boyfriend or girlfriend. I never said I wanted to be with you. I never did that. I never said that. Be careful with that energy and those type of people this week ahead. There's a lot of backstabbing with certain family members, certain friends, even other family members and friends having issues and problems. But this is your weekly tea, Aries. And we see that if you are worried that somebody is working against you, setting you up, backstabbing you, betraying you, deceiving you, lying to you, yes, yes, yes. And it's all because they want something that you have that you don't want to give up, or you don't want to do what they want you to do. And so they play these dirty games. Like, okay, Aries, you don't want to do it when I ask you nicely. Maybe if I threaten you, maybe if I blackmail you, maybe if I do this and that and this and that to you, maybe then you'll do what I want. Be careful with that. Coupled up, little rams. Coupled up, Aries, this week. Okay, so you coupled up, Aries. You're telling your partners, or your partner is telling you this week, Aries, you're not doing enough. Just because you put a ring on it, or just because we live together, or just because we've been dating forever and ever and ever, Aries, doesn't mean you get to slack off. Where's my flowers? Where's my candy? Where's date night? Where's the love? Where's the romance? I'm not feeling the love, the romance. Where's the flowers? Where's the wine? Where's the nice dinners? Where's the candlelight? I don't even care if you do it at home. Where's the candlelight dinners? Where's the romance? I need that. You know, what we have is beautiful, but it's not enough. I need romance. I need passion. I need to know you're still attracted. You still want me. Don't you want me, baby? All right? So don't you want them, Aries? Your partners are saying you gotta romance them this week, please. Just because you put a ring on it or because you've been together a long time doesn't mean you get to slack off in the romance department, and neither do they. And those of you single to mingle, watch out for the hot and heavy ones that are all over you and wanting for you to move into that bedroom, towards that bedroom with the speed of light, because that's their end game. Once they get what they want, Aries, this week, they will be out. And yes, you will find out who's been working behind your back this week, who the enemy is, and you will be able to triumph and be victorious over your enemies this week. That has been your weekly tea, my little rams. Until we sip tea again, be well, stay blessed. Thank you for supporting our channel. Ciao. Taurus, my little bulls. Taurus, let's see what's going on for the little bulls this week. We want to thank you for stopping by and having some weekly tea on Kettle Messages Tarot with your Oracle reader, the Gemstar. Let's spill the weekly tea. Subscribe, like, and share. Support our work on the channel. We're doing it for you. Okay, Taurus. Do we stay? Do we go? Somebody's on the way out. Is it you? Somebody is on the way out. They're not totally out yet, but they're on the way out. Yes, they will leave. This is the last week for someone because they're going towards a better change. So, if you are ending a job this week, it's for the best. If you're ending a relationship this week, it's for the best, Taurus. If a situation is coming to an end in your life this week, it is for the best. Whatever is going out of your life this week is for the best. There we go. The rider flew out. On the go. So it may be you. It may be you, Taurus. You're like, I'm moving home. I'm quitting. I'm resigning. I'm retiring. I'm divorcing. I'm leaving this situation, person, place, thing. You are out, or someone is leaving, someone is quitting, resigning, retiring, relocating, moving away from you. There it is. A change for the better. The 4-leaf clover. If you're relocating, if you're moving, if you're ending a situation in your life, again, the message repeats that it is for the best. There is luck coming your way, a happy outcome, a change for the better, a change for the better. And this is taking place within the next 2 weeks. Within the next 2 weeks, we feel this energy happening. You may get news about it midweek. So, it's like by Wednesday, somebody's giving their 2 weeks notice, or saying they're going to retire, or saying, hey, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be moving, relocating, leaving. Okay, it may be a gentleman, it may be a masculine that within 2 weeks decide, hey, I need to relocate, I need to move, I need to retire, I need to quit, or I need to end this relationship, this connection, because there's an opportunity to change things for the better, but it has me relocating or moving away, moving at a distance. And so I won't be able to continue working here, or I won't be able to continue this relationship if you're going to stay and I'm needing to go. All right, Taurus? So you can hear that from a boyfriend or girlfriend or a partner this week, where they say, hey, I've got to leave, I got to relocate. You either come with me, or, you know, we end it here and we go our separate ways. Because someone is realizing here that they have an opportunity to change their life for the better. This opportunity may not come back, and so somebody wants to take advantage of that this week. Others of you, there may be a boss quitting, a co-worker retiring. You may be quitting or retiring, or giving in your 2 weeks notice this week. But someone is definitely checking out, and it's all for the better. Things are gonna go very well in this person's life when they start something new, when they relocate, when they get out of a situation that they have been enduring for some time. It's like, this is the opportunity I was waiting for. All right, so you're seeing past someone's exterior this week. You're trying not to judge a book by its cover this week. So you're giving something an opportunity or a shot. Oh, okay, Taurus, listen up. Here it is, the tea. We can see why you're either quitting, ending a relationship, divorcing, relocating. Because after you've trusted someone, after you said, I'm going to give this person a chance, I'm not going to judge them, I'm not going to put them in a box, I'm not going to pass judgment, I'm going to give them an opportunity, I'm going to allow them in my life, or allow them to work with me or to be with me. They betrayed you. They showed disloyalty. And this is why you're deciding to just end a friendship or a relationship. So for some of you, the person exiting your life is because you have found out that they've betrayed you, or there's a lack of loyalty towards you from this person, and you don't want to deal with this person, and you don't want them anymore in your life. And that's an exit. For others of you, you're going away to college, or you're going away to start a new business in a new state, a new country, a new continent. And someone here feels betrayed by that. But you're not letting it stop you, as it's a change for the best for you. Okay? So you're making some improvement and some change in your life on a huge level here this week, Taurus, or within the next 2 to 4 weeks. And people are not happy with that. There's certain people that are feeling betrayed by that. People that you're going to have to leave behind. People that cannot come along. People that are afraid of you leveling up, growing up, being your own person, having your own mind, chasing your dreams. And people are feeling left behind and betrayed. But this is a great opportunity. So nothing is going to stop you this week. Nothing is stopping you. There's the ship. All aboard. It's here we go. Yarr, mateys, get on the ship. Get on the ship. You are cutting ties, Taurus. You are moving on. You are going towards what you need. Progression. You are arriving. All right? You are cutting ties and moving forward. My single Taurus. Some of you are becoming single this week because you are relocating. Okay, you're moving on. Others of you that are already single, you're ready to leave a job, leave a friendship, leave a home environment. You are ready to leave. Leave, whether you're going on vacation or whether you are moving for good. But single to mingle Taurus, you are leaving, leaving, leaving. You are tired of self-absorbed people. You are tired of having one-sided friendships, one-sided relationships, narcissistic relationships, or relationships with, self-absorbed individuals that all they do is flirt, flirt, flirt. There's no commitment. There's no commitment. There's nothing serious going on with these people that you've been seeing and dating and talking to lately, Taurus. And you're like, gotta go. Got to go. If all you're gonna do is flirt and there's no future, we're not talking about a future. We're not talking about taking this relationship to the next level. We're just in the moment, in the moment, in the moment, in the moment. And it's just like, oh, in the moment, Taurus. And Taurus is like, no, I need roots. I need stability. I need security. I need to see a future. And if I don't, I gotta go. Way to go. Let's see my coupled up bulls. Coupled up Taurus. Okay. So, for my coupled up little bulls, there's kissing and making up this week. They feel they love you unconditionally, or you love this person unconditionally. And they're feeling like there was a lack of fairness, like you wasn't really looking at their side of an argument, or something that they needed you to really see. It's like, Taurus, you're not putting yourself in my shoes, or you're not really listening, you're not really hearing me, you're not really seeing my side, or you're not taking me serious. This person loves you with all their heart, and they don't want to break up, they don't want to divorce. They just need you to compromise with them, to meet them halfway, to please try to see a situation from their perspective, their point of view. They need more understanding, more empathy, and more compassion from you this week, Taurus. Or you're going to be asking that of a partner. Like, please understand, this is, how I feel, what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, what I'm going through. Please understand. It's like, it's this energy of, it's not you, it's really me, but I need you to be understanding and be patient with me while I work through this situation, or to be someone I can lean on and count on and have understanding and compassion from while I'm dealing with this situation. It doesn't take any love away from the relationship. I just need more support. Wow. Okay, needing that support. There's a lot of changes for the better this week, Taurus. So I'm looking forward to hearing the improvements and the wonderful changes in these connections as you work together and you meet halfway and you open a channel of communication, empathy, compassion, and understanding for yourselves and for others this week. May you have a blessed week ahead. And we thank you so much, Taurus, for supporting the channel, for hitting that like button, subscribing, and commenting, and sharing. May you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao. Geminis, my fabulous twins. Gemmies, what is going on this week for the fabulous twins? What are the energies For Geminis. Geminis, welcome to Kettle Messages Tarot Live Weekly Tea Reading with your Oracle Reader, the Gemstar. All our information is in the description box below. Let's spill the weekly tea together for Geminis. All right, Geminis, you won't be bullied. You won't be intimidated. Someone is trying to make you do something against your will, and you are not having it. You are not having it. No, you are not. This week, we see that you can be traveling, having to make short trips, short journeys this week to get some things in order. Maybe you have to shop for a gift, or maybe you have to shop for something. Maybe you have to pick up some paperwork, or you have to run errands this week. But we see you running to and fro, Geminis, my mercurial ones of the zodiac, just like that Gemini Hermes energy, you know, the messenger, back and forth, back and forth. If you are a messenger, business is gonna be picking up this week, because we see you to and fro, receiving messages, taking messages, having to run errands this week. A very, very, very busy energy. And because you're very busy, or you're having to do all these things, run these errands, or you needing a mental break or a physical break, or you're needing to plan a vacation or get yourself organized and situated and together this week, you don't have time. You don't have time for the manipulators. You don't have time for the deceivers, the liars, the cons this week. All right? Or possessive, obsessive, controlling people this week that think that they can do with you whatever they want. They can cross boundaries. They show no respect. Geminis, they don't show respect for your boundaries. They could care less, you know, what you want. It's what they want. Someone here is trying to get you to do something that you don't totally agree with, or you don't want to do, or you don't want to put up with, or you don't want to be a part of, or be involved in. So you're needing to get away from this person, get away from this situation, get away, get some distance, put some boundaries this week. Don't allow yourselves to be pushed around, to be bullied, to be intimidated, to be controlled, to be dominated by someone on a power trip, all right? Or someone that they think that they have power, control, and authority over you, that can tell you what to do. Oh, someone is really trying it this week, Geminis. Okay, this week, family, home, property. You can have siblings trying to get you to do their chores or their responsibilities. Family members trying to get you to do things you don't want to do. Roommates trying to get you to do what they want you to do. All right. Co-workers trying to throw their work on your desk. Family members trying to throw their responsibilities or throw their weight around this week. Some of you can be receiving leases, mortgages this week. As we see relocation, we can see you guys moving to new apartments, new houses, new jobs. There's change, there's relocation, there's a lot of movement. You may be traveling to visit family. Family may be visiting you. Or you're just thinking of relocating. Some of you are finding out you're pregnant, so you need a bigger apartment, a bigger home, and you're house hunting this week, thinking about it, discussing it this week. the coming weeks, we see 2-3 weeks of discussing, relocating, moving, changing environment, changing jobs, changing home. People trying to get you to do something that you don't want to do, and you may be relocating for that reason. You may be surrounded by bullies, toxic people, narcissistic people, one-sided situations, and you're getting yourselves out of that. Some of you, there's a definite pregnancy that you're finding out about this week that can have you relocating or needing to relocate. Someone who has found out they're pregnant, like a brother could have found out, wifey's pregnant. They coming to visit you. Your nieces and nephews may be visiting you this week, Geminis. They may be reaching out. Siblings may be reaching out. Family members may be reaching out. There's something new coming into your life. There's visits. You can be visiting people. People can be visiting you this week, especially friends and family members that are pregnant. You can be a godparent. Uncle, aunt, and that's why they're coming to visit, or you're visiting. Those of you that are not dealing with pregnancies, then there's new job opportunities, new homes to move into, new leases to sign, new mortgages to sign, receiving your loans. Okay, so Spirit, throughout that message there with the bullying and home and family, some of you can feel like you're the black sheep of the family, or you're the youngest, or people are just always taking out their issues out on you, Geminis, or always putting all their responsibilities on you. There's a lot of anger, arguments happening at this time. Embarrassment, shame, humiliation. Okay, so some of you Geminis that are coming up in this weekend tea, this is a strong message coming out for a weekend tea, but we're going to throw it out there. If you have been a person who has gone through, if you are a person who has gone through child abuse in your youth, and family members have always controlled you, been abusive towards you, been controlling, possessive, obsessive, then this has created a lot of arguments, a lot of anger, humiliation, shame, embarrassment in these family dynamics, in these family. This is the dysfunctional family. This is the toxic family, the dysfunctional family that some of you Geminis are dealing with this week, that are trying to control you and take you back to that time when, you was a kid and there was no boundaries and they had all the control. They have lost this control. You are on a whole new wavelength. You're in a whole other direction, moving, relocating. You could be living at a distance. You could have relocated, or you're moving away from a toxic family or a toxic work environment. But this is a group. And abuse and bullying and controlling and possessiveness and intimidation, pushing people's agendas and ulterior motives on one individual. That's that energy, that toxic energy that you're breaking free from. Breaking free from those toxic people, breaking free from toxic societies, work environments, family dynamics, breaking these toxic chains. Because you have lost yourself and you need to assert yourself once again. In the past, people had all this power over you, all with this bullying, this intimidating, this narcissism. And now you're being asked to, hey, make sure you put those boundaries once again in place. Make sure that people are respecting you, respecting your boundaries. If you have to relocate, go no contact, if you have to break free, then that is the advice this week. Because you are looking at someone or something as completely heartless. Like they continue abusing. They continue with their agenda. They continue with their intimidation. They continue with their possessiveness, their bullying, their intimidating ways. And you're like, enough is enough. Geminis, this is a week where you say enough is enough to the bullies. Enough to the narcissists, to the abusers, to the cons. You've had enough. And you are tired of dealing with heartless people. Dealing with heartless, shameful people. And so you have decided that you have no interest in doing what other people ask of you, especially if it goes against your own free will. Oh, they're keeping track of you. They're watching you. They're watching you on social media. This person, there it is. Possession, obsession, emotional control. Family members, friends, co-workers, people around you at this time that are codependent, that are possessive, obsessive, trying to get you to do things that you don't want to do. They have no respect for your wants, your needs. They have no respect for your boundaries. When you say no, they say yes. When you say I can't, they say thank you. Thank you for doing that for me. Thank you. They take you into no account. You're just there to do whatever they want. And that's why you're being asked to cut these people out. Cut these people loose this week. People with addictions, people that are codependent, people that are obsessive, people that try to hold you back, that try to restrain you. As you see, you want to relocate, you want to move, you want to get away from toxic people, and the toxicity just want to hold you there and keep you there. And they're keeping tabs on you, they're stalking you, they're watching you, watching your social media, checking in on you, looking at your pictures, sending you pictures like, oh, remember when. They try to hold you back to who you were in your childhood, try to hold you back to someone who you no longer are, okay? It's like someone here can't accept that you moved on. They can't accept you broke up with them. They can't accept you broke free from them. They can't accept you grew up. They can't accept that you changed. They can't accept that you have boundaries. They can't accept. And so they keep trashing. And you are focusing on self-love. Healing yourself, working on yourself, being happier, healing that inner child, making sure you have those boundaries in place and that you're not allowing people to dictate to you what you should be doing with your life or dictating anything to you. My single to mingle Geminis, you are being stalked. The exes are watching. The haters are watching. Those that you have cut out of your life, you have broken free from, are watching. They can't stand it. They can't stand it. They want you to have these addictions. They want you to be codependent. They want you to be chained to them. They want you to be chained to them. Single to mingle Gemini, the past just wants to hold you there and hold you back. They can't stand your growth. They can't stand your self-improvement. They can't stand you loving yourself. They can't stand you taking care of yourself. They want you broken. They want you broken. They want you emotionally blocked. They want to be able to control you, to get you to do whatever they want you to do. Break free. Break free. Or if you've broken free, stay that way. Friend, family, or foe. If they toxic, they gotta go, Geminis. Let's see what's going on with my coupled up Geminis. Because the single ones have family and friends and exes, is keeping tabs on them, being toxic, wanting to hold them back. And Geminis are like, the hell with you. I'm giving the love to myself. I'm choosing a healthier route. Stepping away from toxicity. This is something you can be starting this week. Those of you that are coupled up, so you're enjoying your stability, your security, the growth in your relationships. Yes, no relationship is perfect, Geminis. You're damn right. No relationship is perfect. Yes, there has been resentment. There has been triggers. There have been arguments and confrontations and times where it was so intense. You wanted to divorce. You wanted to let go. You wanted to flee. Or they wanted to flee. But you're working on these relationships. Yes, you are working on these relationships. You're learning from each other. You're learning and growing. And because you're taking the time to communicate, to tell each other what hurts, get out those resentments, get out those triggers, okay? Even you single Geminis can be doing this too. You know, releasing yourselves from resentment, releasing yourselves, letting go, and healing, and working on yourselves for those of you that are single, and working on your relationships for those of you that are coupled up. It's like, we've been together this long. Let's talk about what hurts us, how we can work on the relationship, how we can heal it. What do I do that gets on your nerves? What do you do that gets on my nerve? Really getting to the root of issues and problems, really talking about them. We see vulnerability, we see transparency, we see an opening up of what really is hurting us in relationships, what's really getting to us, what triggers us, so that we can have healthier relationships where we get out of our heads and stop thinking the worst of our partners and we start communicating with them. I'm loving the energy this week for you guys that are coupled up, because you're taking these relationships to a new phase. You are ascending because you are healing the connection by having open and honest and transparent communication, really letting each other know what really affects you or them in a relationship. That way you can really work on what's hurting the relationship, rather than being in your head and thinking and assuming and making situations worse. This is the week to talk things out. If you are coupled up, talking about moving in together, relocating to new homes, making changes and ascending in the relationship, welcoming babies, grandbabies, nieces and nephews, this week, Geminis. Those of you that are coupled up, good work on the communication, loving it, which you're showing that the Mercury retrograde is over. You can communicate clearly and healthy with your partners. And those of you that are single to mingle, you are done with taking abuse from your friends, from your family, from co-workers, from anybody who is toxic, trying to control you, trying to throw the past in your face, trying to minimize your wants, your needs, your boundaries. This is all about putting those boundaries in place and going after your happiness. And that starts with looking out for yourselves and taking care of yourselves. That has been your weekly tea, my fabulous twins. May you have a blessed week ahead. We thank you for your support. Ciao. Cancer, my little crabs. Welcome to Kettle Messages Tarot. This is your live weekly tea, Cancer, with your oracle reader, the Gemstar. We thank you for supporting the channel, for hitting that like button, for subscribing, commenting, sharing. For all our information, check the description box below. We saw it flipped, and then there it is. Which one was it? The flag. Okay, don't lower your standards this week. Seek out information that is going to help you, Cancer. Because you have veered off your path. Okay, so there's some information that you're still missing. And before you can make a decision and move forward, you have to find out more about this person, place, or thing before you can make a decision this week, Cancer. You're being asked not to lower your standards and not to settle for less. It's clear that you want something, you want an outcome, you want something from someone, or you want a situation to turn out a certain way. But don't be underhanded, don't play dirty, don't lower your standards, don't go in the pit with the snakes, because you will get bitten. Something here is tempting you or trying to get you to lower your standards or to get off your path. Something is here as a distraction or as a temptation to get you off of your path. There's that fox. Oh. Cancerians, don't allow someone to talk you out of a job opportunity or to go for something that you want, that will make you happy, that will bring you prosperity, abundance, financial security, can improve your cash flow. Also, be careful with get rich quick schemes, Cancer. Be careful also with what offers, compromise, or contracts come your way in work and career this week, as we see liars and manipulators at work trying to give you less than what you deserve, or trying to talk you out of a money-making opportunity or idea. We see happiness, success. The sun is shining upon you. The truth is shining. You know what? This sun is shining right on that fox. And this vine up here really looks snakery over this fox. Someone thinks that they can use their cunning, their Napoleonism or their Machiavellianism against you. Somebody's strategizing. Somebody trying to trick you. Trying to give you misinformation. Fake news, misinformation, lying about money, about contracts, about how much something is worth or how much the job is worth. Somebody is lying about how much money something is. This is like if you're going, on a job interview and they say, hey, Cancer, we're going to offer you $25 an hour. And when you start, they're like, oh, no, first you have to start at $17 an hour, and $25 an hour is where you could reach within, this much time and this and that. It's like a scam going on here. There's some type of scam. Some type of scam scheme, and it has to do with money, trying to cheat you out of money or trying to turn you away from a good deal, telling you it's a bad deal. So it's like you have to look into something deeper. You can't take the word of someone here. You have to do your own research. You have to go and ask. You have to go and find out and not take the word of someone here. Because they're lying. They're lying. They're lying, and it could cost you financially. Because we see that you have good luck coming to you when it comes to money. But someone is trying to talk you into a lesser amount, a lesser deal, or away from a good deal to get into a bad deal with them. Oh, we need clarification, because this person right here is a hot mess. Trouble. What kind of trouble this fox is. Okay, so they're rubbing up on your leg, getting into your good graces. They see that you have the desire to make improvements. So on the work front, Cancer, you can have competition from other co-workers, other managers, other bosses that don't want you to level up, don't want you to get a raise, a bonus, a higher position, because this is something they want for themselves, or this is something they want for someone they know. They see you wanting to level up, having the abilities, the ideas, the work ethic, everything it takes to be a boss, to level up. And so, yeah, they can be telling you, oh, you know what, Cancer, they're not going to give you that money. They're not going to give you that position. You should go look for another job elsewhere. You are valuable. You can be, because over here, they're purring on your leg, like acting like they're your bestie. So they're telling you, remember, because this is misadvice, okay? This is not advice to benefit you. This is advice to benefit them. So over here, they know that you're going to get promoted, or you're going to get a raise, or they're heard it through the grapevine that something good is coming your way, Cancer. And before that something good can come your way, they want to trip you up, and they want to get you off your path, and they want to tempt you to quit, to leave, or to get up in your boss's faces and ask for what you deserve. But this is already coming to you without having to confront a boss or ask a boss, okay? But this is why they egging you on. It's like Cancer, you can make more money elsewhere. You're not going to get that promotion. You're not going to get that raise. I heard so-and-so was going to get that promotion. You know, I was up next. Or my brother-in-law is taking that job. That's already my brother-in-law's job. Cancer, you better off looking for another job elsewhere. Find out for yourself if somebody else has already been chosen to fill a position, because it looks like you are shooing for a position, you are shooing for a job, you are shooting for opportunity, and there's people here trying to talk you out of it, especially one person here, you know, trying to tell you something like it's for your own good. Like, it's for your own good, Cancer, if you quit. It's for your own good if you just forget about this bonus, or you forget about this job, or you forget about this position. It's for your own good. It was never going to happen anyway. No, you want to make improvements in your life. We see that there is success, there is security, there is money coming your way. You are going to reap what you have sown, because you are a very responsible person, a loving individual. You are well liked, and that is what's scaring this person, that you are so well liked and you are responsible and you are great for the position, or you have earned that raise or that bonus, and they don't want you to have it. They want you to get out, so that they can do what they are planning to do, which is either take the position for themselves or try to put someone in that position. And this can also be, you know, friends trying to talk you out of a possible love partner. Like, oh, that person is not good for you, Cancer. Oh, come on, Cancer. You can do better than that, Cancer. And then, Cancer, you don't go for that person, and the next week you see that same person who was talking about don't get with that person with the person. Like, don't put it past them. They are shady snakes and fox. They use cunning, manipulation. They think that they're Napoleon and Machiavelli. And they think that, you know, they got it all. They're on some power trips this week, Cancer. So make sure not to fall for the con artists this week. Thank you for joining us for your weekly tea. May you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao. Leos, my kings and queens of the jungle. Welcome, lion and lionesses. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting, and being part of our sacred space. This is Kettle Messages Tarot, live here with the weekly tea with your oracle reader, the Gemstar. Let's spill the tea and let's see what is going on for Leos. Leos, new opportunity, possibilities, and paths opening up for you. This is some unsettling times. And you may just take a chance. You may just take a chance this week and make a move. Make a move and take up a new opportunity, a new possibility, new pathways, invitations and opportunities are coming your way. And you're ready to take a chance. You're ready to take a chance because you're going through some very difficult times. And Leo, I'm feeling like this energy of, I'm not even trying to stick around till the situation gets worse, or I'm not sticking around to see what's going to happen with this situation, person, place, or thing. I want to take a risk and I want to make a move, take a chance. What do I have to lose at this point? Lion and lionesses are saying Like Leo, you are fire, okay? You do take chances. You do take risks. You have that Aries energy, that Sagittarian energy. Fire, fire, fire. The risk takers, the go-getters, um, the daredevils. There's nothing holding back the fire energy. And so this week, we see you in that energy coming up. You know, you're a lion, but there's that tiger there, your cousin, and they're saying, hey, cuz, want to take a risk? Instead of being a lion this week, you want to take a risk and be a tiger, because you're going through some difficult situations, Leos, and you're going to have to make a move. Come up with a plan and make a move this week. Some of you are relocating, moving house, buying, selling property, visiting, and having visitation from family members. Also discussing of selling, buying, and relocating from homes. Spending more time with family and friends this week, as you need to feel safe and secure because of some unsettling times. Some of you are having problems at work, problems with authority, problems in business. Maybe you having some problems around the house with the electrical, with the plumbing, with the rent. And you need to handle this situation this week. We see that some of you may be having issues at school, maybe needing to rush to a hospital this week. Maybe you get into an accident or someone else gets into an accident this week, and we see some Leos needing to rush to the hospital. Some of you, you can have an accident at school, in the gym, and be rushed to a hospital. There's something going on here where there's some issues going on at home, at school, at work. And this is why you need friends and family around you this week to comfort you, to give you security, to make you feel safe, to make you feel like you're not alone in this situation. Or you're going through something, Leos, and you're getting that support so that you know you're not alone. This is happening. Oh, there's loss, there's stress. Some of you can be losing a job. Losing a job or something of value being stolen from the house. Be careful who you invite over to your house this week. Someone is trying to steal your luck, okay? This is like the energy of things going well, and then all of a sudden, Leos, you feeling like this rain, this cloud of bad luck coming in. People stealing from you. You may be losing your job, your home, your security, your safety, friends, family, loved ones. You may be stressed out at this time. You feel like things are being taken from you, like your luck has been blocked or been siphoned or something like that. And this is where, Leo, you're saying to yourself, no, I need to do something about this. I need to take action. I need to plug up this loss. Okay, I need to stop the loss of the repairs in the house. I have to stop the loss of friends and family. I have to work on my relationships, my connections. I have to stop the loss at work, speak to, a boss, a manager, or look for another job altogether. This school is not working for me. This course is not working for me. I have to change it, or I have to opt out of the school and start at another college or another school, relocate. There are opportunities here and new possibilities. And if you find yourselves in a situation where you're feeling like it's bad luck, where nothing is moving forward, nothing is growing. You feel like your good luck has faded, the happiness is faded. There's nothing but loss, delays, issues, problems, stress. Then you're like, no, no, no. Let me cut my losses. Let me take a chance and let me get out. Let me get out of this job. Let me get out of this environment. Let me get out of this home. Let me get out of this situation before it gets any worse. Yeah, this is dealing with your self-esteem at this point. Like, am I cut out for this? I didn't think I made such bad choices, options, decisions. Did I settle for less? Okay? So you got into something that you thought was going to pay off, Leos. You may have taken on something that you thought was going to pay off. A relationship, a job, a home, whatever. And you see that it's no longer paying off. And you're like, I need to cut my losses. Again, that message is repeating, like, cut your losses. You have settled for less. You're not even able to appreciate life at this time. You're not being able to appreciate your free time, appreciate what you've worked hard for, because you're under attack. It's like you're needing to defend yourself, needing to defend what you work hard for, needing to stick up for yourself, speak up for yourself. And you're not even able to enjoy yourself. You're not able to take a vacation. You're not able to take time off without being criticized or judged, or come back to work and there's so many problems. You're not able to have a me day, a spa day, a sports day with your buddies and come home, because when you come home, there's drama. You may even be in a legal situation and you're like, I gotta get myself out of this and quick. Yes, it's about respect. People are disrespecting, not respecting you, not valuing you. And you're like, well, if you're not gonna respect me, legal contracts, documents. We said it. You can even be in a legal issue. In a legal issue. You can be in the middle of a lawsuit. Like, whoo. And you can lose out on a home, a job, your savings, your luck. And this is like, jump on it this week, Leos. Jump on it. Get a lawyer, or straighten out your contracts. Check out the contracts. Check out the forms. Check out your legal documents. Check out what contracts and what legal documents and forms you have signed. Because it's like someone sold you on a great deal. This is the energy coming through, Leos. You have been sold on a great deal. This was the house of the century, the job of the century, the relationship of a lifetime, the trip, the extravaganza of a lifetime. And it's a big flop. A big flop. You go there and the land is mud. You can't grow anything there. You can't farm anything on the land. You can't build on the land. You brought something online, and online it looked beautiful, but when you went and actually physically saw it, or when you received it, it was trash. That's like, you thought you made a good deal, and now it's turned into trash, and now it's time to either take somebody to court and sue them, or get yourself out. Cut your losses and go towards new opportunities, new possibilities, because you may have gotten yourself into a lemon, and you know that you are suited for much better. You are suited for much better, and you don't want to waste your time. You don't want to waste your time. You don't want to settle for less. and you are willing to take someone to court. You are willing to file official documentation in order to get this resolved. Let's see what energies we pick up for single to mingle Leos this week. Single to mingle Lion and Lionesses this week. What are the energies? Oh, this energy came out for someone else. Okay. Again, respect, self-worth, and value. That message is repeated again. It's like Leos, respect yourselves. Know your worth, know your value. Heal yourselves, stand up for yourselves, and appreciate yourselves, and make sure that other people are appreciating you, valuing you, and respecting you. And if they're not, then it's time to cut people off. Single to mingle. If someone doesn't want to give you that engagement ring, if someone is, putting up with one-sided friendships, one-sided connections, dating people that are just looking out for themselves, their pleasure, what they want, and they're not thinking about partnership, they're not thinking about union or higher commitment, you're like, no. If all you want to do is have fun and one night stand and open relationships, single to mingle Leos, you're not interested in that. You want to be respected, you want to be valued, and you want to be shown your worth, okay? You're not settling for less. Again, don't settle for less. There are other options, possibilities, and opportunities out there. If they're not giving you what you want, which is that ring, that commitment, then you stay single for this week. Coupled up Leos. Oh, we're dating, we're going out, we're talking, we're savoring the moments together. Your partners have been away on business or travel, and they're coming back home this week full of love, energy, and affection for you. Other Leos, the message is for the coupled up Leos that it's time to go on a honeymoon. Because for some of you, you may have gotten engaged and got married and didn't even have time for the honeymoon. So for some of you that are coupled up, it's honeymoon time. Or if you've been married for many years, going back to that honeymoon spot when y'all got married to relive a beautiful moment together. Someone here is missing how their relationship was at the beginning, is missing how the connection used to be fun, light. You used to talk all night long, look into each other's eyes, talk about the future. So you want to strengthen the friendship in your current relationships. You want to strengthen the friendship you have with your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. It's like it's not good enough just to be husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. Okay? Because then you may come off like a parent. You have to remember also to be your partner's friend as well. And spend some time just having fun, being playful, not talking about finances, not talking about arguments or the past. Just have some fun. Let your hair down, be happy, live in the moment, find some joyful moments of happiness with each other on a getaway, on a vacation, even if that's just playing a day of hooky and spending a day together, just you and your partner. This is needed at this time. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sit tea again, we thank you for supporting the channel, for dropping by and sipping some tea with us. May you have a blessed week. Ciao. It's your reader, the Gemstar, Thank you so much for stopping by, sipping some weekly tea with us. Support your content creators. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And to receive your own personal private reading, book it at our website, kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site, in the description box below. May you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao!